Mike's Daily Podcast.
FF episode 971. Hello, it's Mike Matthews. Broadcasting from Cafe Anyway, located somewhere in Podcastro Valley, Mont. Today we're pressed for time. Today it's the return of the much-loved feature Into an Interview, where I'll be talking to the beautiful up-and-coming country music singer-songwriter DONICA KNIGHT. Plus, we hear from Chely Shoehart, Floyd the Floorman, John Deere the engineer, and Haley's here playing his xylophone.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
He's doing something like kind of these things that aren't going to annoy me at all.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
For the love of money, people lie to each other. For the love of honey, bees gather pollen for their mother, for their queen. This is a great song. Oh, brother, it's better than me complaining about my age or something other. The word xenophobia gets lots of Scrabble points.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
I walked around Kaiser's campus yesterday and smelled a lot of joints.
Mike's
Welcome to California.
Daily
Everyone's toking.
Podcast.
Thrive.
Yeah!
See what I did there? Kaiser's slogan is thrive. Kaiser. Permanente. Thrive.
I don't think xenophobia is a word you can actually make in Scrabble.
What? Why not? Because it's too many letters?
You only get 7 letters per board, and unless like pho, like the soup, counted as a word, and you built upon that all of your 7 letters.
Oh.
But I don't know if it counts because it's a Japanese word.
It is?
Pho, yeah.
Oh, pho is. Oh. That's pretty xenophobic if we don't allow the word pho.
Yeah, well, it's Scrabble. It's not, I don't know, a governor.
You don't know a governor?
I don't know a governor, honestly.
You don't? I don't either.
I met a representative once.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who was that?
I don't know. He's from Texas, I think.
Was he nice?
He was nice.
Was he xenophobic?
Yeah. I assume. I didn't get to talk to him about his policies, but he's a representative from Texas.
Oh, okay. You know, they could be some understanding of other races type people. They get so mad when you say xenophobic, though. They're
I'm
just like,
sure they do.
They're like, what the no?
No, I love aliens.
Nobody's allowed in the U.S. anymore.
Extraterrestrials are wonderful people. I just hate Syrians.
I love E.T. He's so cute when he's laying with all the other dolls in that closet in that movie. What I would like to add... So Kaiser Permanente, I had an hour lunch yesterday because I was here forever yesterday, and they told me to take an hour lunch. And so I walked around Kaiser Permanente, which is not too far away. Yeah. And there was, sure enough, guys toking.
Interesting.
You know, like it's okay.
Did you go to their cafeteria?
No.
It's actually pretty good.
I didn't know where it was.
Yeah, it's if you enter the campus from this side, you kind of have to walk through to the building kind of hidden behind the other buildings, and it's got like a courtyard in it. Inside the building, and off to the side of the courtyard is the cafeteria, but that doesn't actually help you find the cafeteria, since the only way to get into the courtyard is to go through the cafeteria, so you have to find the cafeteria to find the courtyard, but you see the courtyard, it's just taunting you because it's like a maze.
But I don't have Kaiser. Am I allowed to eat there?
Yeah.
So that's a good place because there's really nowhere to eat around us here.
Yeah.
I'm going to go in there and eat with sick people, get sick, and die.
Yeah. And on Thursdays, Wednesdays, Tuesdays, what are those days? There's a farmer's market over there.
Oh!
And they have a tamale stand that's really good.
What time is the farmer's market?
It closes at 2. I don't know when it starts.
I'm going to go over there, buy fresh fruit and vegetables.
You can do that.
Because it's autumn. And autumn in California means it's a bevy of persimmons. Your favorite fruit.
Bevy. Yeah. They're not great.
I had to handle the Barracuda game yesterday, and I was so hungry, and we had this huge bowl of persimmons, baby persimmons, in our break room, and I ate one. One. As I was listening to the host of the Barracuda game, who we love so much, Eric, talk about this huge breakfast he had. And I had waffles and pancakes and maple syrup, and I put eggs on, ketchup on my eggs, And what? And he asked all the players that he was interviewing, hockey players, hey, so tell me, what's your strategy for the game, blah, blah, blah. And then at the very end, do you put ketchup on your eggs? Oh, yeah, I do, Eric. Me too! And then they hugged each other, and hockey lived forever in the setting sun.
I love his food talks. It's hilarious. The way that he constantly talks about the food and the concession stands.
Can I tell you that I love food talk? And I tried finding a podcast about food talk, but Alton Brown, his show, the beginning of his show, if you try listening to his podcast, all he does is sell you crap for the first 10 minutes. And I'm like, I'm not going to listen to a podcast about that. We don't do that on this podcast. We wait till later.
Yes.
Where all we try and do is get you to buy stuff through our Amazon link.
Welcome to Food Talk.
And then I tried listening to the Great American Cooking Kitchen or Test Kitchen, whatever they call it, from NPR.
America's Test Kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
great recipes coming out of there, by the way.
Great recipes. And then for some reason it annoyed me.
Yeah.
Oh, because the guy that talks he's kind of it sounds like he just really doesn't like his job anymore. And today we're going to make a turkey using all kinds of wonderful... But he doesn't sound like that at all.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I like it. I'm going to watch...
Test Kitchen recipes are so good.
I'm going to watch that show because it's on television, too.
Just skip the show, go straight to their website.
I'm going to go to their website.
Find whatever recipe that matches the ingredients that you have in your kitchen. I guarantee it's going to be delicious.
I'm going to take that suggestion right now.
Oh, my God. They're so good.
Oh, my gosh. You know what happened to me 2 days ago? I was walking Basil the Boxer, and he saw a little dog, and usually he doesn't care. But when the little dog starts barking at him, he has to bark back because they're talking.
Yeah.
And he kind of spun around, and the leash cut my finger. Look at that.
Ooh.
I got a leash burn.
Ooh.
And so it's been annoying. It's right in the little crevice of one of my wrinkles in my hand, my finger.
So every time you flex it, it's
I feel
ow.
it. Human bodies are great.
I have a cut on my finger as well.
Where'd you get that from?
I bit it.
Why'd you bite your own flesh?
Nervous habit.
Are you a vampire?
Sometimes.
Not now, though, I hope.
Why do you think I enter work at 4 in the morning?
I know, it's so early. We talk about how early it is on this podcast, and we do this podcast. And we do it early because we want to get the show out to you early in the day.
Also, we have no other opportunity to do it.
And we have nothing else going on at this time of day. But thank you for listening.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
We hope you find it entertaining. Oh, they killed the guy that did the Paris attacks.
Did they?
They didn't know at first they killed him because, well, everybody was basically, little particles by the time they were done with them with the police.
Yeah.
So they had to do a skin test. But it's the guy.
Brutal.
And that's our news recap for today. Let's see. Okay. So you saw a picture of DONICA KNIGHT, which we'll get to the podcast picture later, but you thought she was quite pretty.
I did, yeah. When you said DONICA KNIGHT, the name was oh, this is probably a lovely middle-aged woman who has a powerful singing voice and a country attitude, country hospitality.
Mm-hmm. You expected her to look like a ugly Dolly Parton? Because I think Dolly Parton's so beautiful.
Like a modern Dolly Parton? Maybe bigger?
In my mind, I'm making out with Dolly Parton right now. Is there anything wrong with that?
Awkward.
But yeah, you had a different image, and DONICA KNIGHT is different and striking, and she's a lot of fun to listen to when she talks, because she's got an Alabama accent versus our Californian accents.
Which is, linguistically speaking...
Yes.
As close to zero accent that we can get.
What?
We do have a bit of an accent because we're not from Northern California, but Northern California is accentless.
So but we are close to Northern California. We still have to drive another 3 hours to really get to Northern California.
Ish, yeah.
Okay.
So you have a little bit of a Southern California accent, I guess.
I do, because I say a lot.
Yeah, and then I have the Bay Area. And I say hella a lot.
Ah.
Or I used to, anyway.
See, when I went to Alabama, I was like worried at first. So I said like there. Because I said, hey, if I go to this state where they have thick accents, am I going to fit in? And they said, yeah, you will, because you have a California accent, and that's close to 0. Mm-hmm. But Southern Californians, we kind of have that, yo, dude, we're going to get surfing, what up? Mm-hmm. And we abbreviate everything, so like I'm going to do the pod with my bro, Hey Lee.
I have a friend who calls me Hey Hey.
Hey Hey. And I think we will call you that from the rest of the show. Well, you can hear us on Podomatic. You know, we're on Stitcher, but I don't understand why. Because Stitcher's kind of faded. Have you heard anything from Stitcher lately?
Nope.
Stitcher's kind of disappeared. And they were nice people. I went over there to their little building in San Francisco and spoke to them, and they were like, oh, you do a podcast every day? That's awesome. Thanks for because they said they're Californians, and they go, awesome.
Awesome.
But I think they have since not, they've been kind of buried by all the other people.
That's a shame. Stitcher, huh? See, I get Stitcher confused with Spreaker.
Yeah, Spreaker's gotten kind of big. They're from England, I believe.
I wouldn't be surprised.
TuneIn, which apparently has a bunch of money.
Yeah, because TuneIn's connected to Clear Channel, right?
No, that's iHeartRadio.
That's iHeart, okay.
No, TuneIn has a lot of money because the guy that I work with at the other place yip-yapped for an hour to me about how much money he makes from TuneIn, so.
Right. I love TuneIn, honestly.
Do you use it? I don't use it anymore.
I used to use it quite a bit because they have good radio stations on there.
Yeah.
And by good, I mean anything that you want, pretty much.
It's a good way to listen to any radio station, online or terrestrial.
As long as there's a stream, it pretty much gets picked up by TuneIn.
Yeah. So check it out to listen to great music. This is the suggestion part of our show.
Yes. The views and opinions expressed on Mike's Daily Podcast
If you're
should be considered, I guess. We know what we're talking about, kinda.
If you're tired of Podomatic.
Yeah. Well, TuneIn isn't the best place for podcasts because they take too long to load.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
That's true.
If you're going to listen to a podcast, I would recommend like Podomatic or Mixcloud.
Mixcloud's pretty awesome. Though I'm liking some of the shows I'm hearing on Mixcloud.
You can't go back on Mixcloud. You can't go backwards.
That's because they don't want to get in trouble with the copyrights
right.
of
You
the
do
songs.
it with Podomatic, though.
Right.
And I haven't listened to our show on Spreaker, so...
Your eyes. What's wrong with your eye?
I am tired.
It just fell out of your face.
I am tired and hungry, so I'm gonna eat.
Okay, well, we're pressed for time, so let's just get the characters in real quick, like one after another. We'll just open the door once today, and they'll all come walking in, just flooding in.
Stampede!
Hello, Haley. Chely Shoehart, get stuff over there. Oh my god, who's pushing me? Hi, Mike. Hey, Haley. It's Floyd the Floorman, otherwise known as Chris Hardwick. Hey, hi, guys. How you doing? And it's John Deere, the engineer. I don't know how I got involved with these parade of idiots. I love you, Haley. And your brilliant mind. Hey, I'm jealous. All right. That was great. They all came through.
They all came through and they all left. We should patch that hole now in the opposite wall.
Yeah. I like that whole look. It lets us see the stars this early in the morning. Oh, wait. It's a hole that goes... It's not above. Hey, it's hard to do theater of the mind things when you with your imagination.
When your mind isn't there.
And finally, you can help us out through the PayPal. There's the thing with the... And then all the characters will say hi to you.
True.
Become an Inglorious Mike's Daily Podcaster. And you'll find all those links at mikesdailypodcast.com, as well as the blog, the Daily Podcast Picture, and my past interviews. Let's get into into an interview with the lovely DONICA KNIGHT.
Into an interview.
From time to time, there's a dog, I think, in a few yards down, and I heard it bark once.
No, you sound clear as a bell, and you're a Southern belle.
Yes, I am.
And I had so many technical difficulties, Donica. That was crazy. Like, I couldn't even get my thing to record. It's never happened before. But I played around with it and went in there, and I think it's working. So I see that we're recording you, and that's all good. Because I'm my own engineer, Donica.
Hey, you got to be a jack of all trades these days.
I know, but I'm Mike.
And I'm Donica.
And I'm a Mike of all trades. No, I'm just a couple trades. Donica, you grew up in Alabama.
Yes, I did. Born and raised.
What part?
Do you know where Montgomery is?
I sure do. I lived in Huntsville for 2 years.
Oh, heck yeah. I go through Huntsville a lot.
On your way to Nashville?
I do. It's a great town. Actually, I just met a person that was from Huntsville in Los Angeles yesterday. I was like, heck yeah. So
What?
There's 2 bucks. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know. But yeah, I'm from the Montgomery area. I went to high school in Montgomery, and our house was in a smaller town called Millbrook, which is right down the road from Montgomery. Yeah.
And now I just drove through Montgomery twice because I went down to the Gulf.
Yeah. We got some great beaches down in Alabama and then in the Florida area. So you passed through a great town. You passed through my hometown.
I should have stopped in Montgomery.
Yeah, you should have. Next time.
That great song by David Allan Coe, I was thumbing through Montgomery, and The Ride, he mentioned.
Yes, that is. Hey, do you hear that helicopter going by?
You must be in Glendale for the helicopter and everything.
I am. I think the Burbank Airport isn't too far away from here, but I don't know if that helicopter was going there.
Yeah, Burbank Airport, or what they like to call, I think it's called the Bob Hope Airport, too. Is the other name.
Bob Hope. That's right.
Now, what are you doing in Los Angeles?
I am shooting a video for a song that you haven't heard yet, I don't believe. It's called Acting Like a Lady.
Acting Like a Lady.
Yes, that's the song that I'm going and shooting a video for on Monday. So I flew in a couple days ago, and I've been talking to the director, and we've kind of just been putting everything together for this video, talking wardrobe, talking who's going to be in the video, and the concept of it, and so that was my goal for this trip, and I'm looking forward to shooting this video on Monday because everything is coming together quite nicely.
What is it like for someone from Alabama to be in Los Angeles? Is it strange?
Well, yeah, definitely. It's totally different than Alabama, and it's definitely different than how I was, where I was raised, and the food's different. In California, I just learned how much of a carnivore that I am. Sorry for people that are not carnivores.
But you're so slender, and you've got such a lovely figure. How do you keep so healthy with eating so much meat? Maybe you're a paleo.
Good genes. My mom, she's 57. She doesn't look her age, and she's in great shape. And I think I just inherited good genes, and I'm very active. I don't work out or anything, but I live an active lifestyle. Like, I love sports, and I love being outdoors. So, and then performing, it's definitely a physical activity. I run around and hop on stage, and I guess that kind of keeps me in shape. So people keep me in shape when I go perform for them.
That's great. It's a win-win for everybody. People get to hear your great music and see you perform, and you get to stay healthy.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, so this is something that I have realized that is different from Alabama and California.
Yes.
People in California do not put their darn buggies up when you go to the grocery store. And they're just all over the parking lot. The buggies are all over the place, and it's like you're kind of going through a minefield, hoping that your car doesn't hit a buggy or that a buggy doesn't come flying towards your way, because nobody puts them up here in California. And you got to pay 10 cents for a bag.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna explain both those things to you. First off, the buggies, or we call them grocery carts because we're so unimaginative.
They are a nuisance. I have seen grocery carts as far as my house in Podcastro Valley, which I live about 3 miles from a grocery store, so that makes no sense. And then you have to call a special number to get them to come pick it up.
Really?
I think some people, well, I know for a fact that Californians can be very lazy, or they're too busy to push them back. I always push mine back. I tend to shop at Costco, which I know they have Costco in Alabama because I shopped at the one in Huntsville.
Yeah.
And
I guess that's just something that just blew my mind, because I know that California is very environmental driven and recycle, and that's another thing that I've never seen so many trash cans in my life. In Alabama, we got one, and sometimes you have a recycle bin, but whenever I've been staying at this awesome place in Airbnb, so I'm staying at somebody's house, and there's like 10 different trash cans, I feel like, and so it took me a long time to figure out where I should put my trash.
Yeah. It's crazy like that in the Bay Area too. Yeah, when I lived in Alabama, I did have a recycle box. The county gave me a box. I was in Madison County, next to Huntsville, or actually Limestone County was where I was. But I think I was the only guy on my block that put it out. I put my beer bottles and beer cans and plastic bags all in there, and the other can was for everything else. I guess you could put your yard waste. Although the house that I lived at had a compost thing, which I can't figure out composting, even though I'm a Californian. But yeah, you probably in Glendale have your compost bin, your recycle bin, and your trash bin, and I don't know, maybe there's an extra one.
Yeah, I've never seen so many different bins. I get confused because I'm so used to in Alabama. Like I collect my cans and bottles, and I always put those in a special area. And we give it to. We have a couple of friends that are unfortunate, and we give them the cans so that they'll go turn them in and get some money. And that's always what I've done and what my family's done. And so yeah,
that's nice.
That's it. It's just really different.
See, and you actually see your waste put to good use.
Yeah. It's that's what I've always kind of done. It's how I've been raised. I know that some people tithe towards churches, but I know that my family and I have always tithed in other ways. We like to give it to our friends or people that we see on, and that's how we tithe.
Yeah, you're giving
helping
back
other people and being able to watch it, and what just $10 or $100 or whatever it is that you feel like giving to somebody else, how it affects them.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
wow.
I guess so. It's just kind of what I've done.
You've given back to the world with your music. Yes.
Well, the world's given me music, so it makes sense to give back music.
When did you first get into music, DONICA KNIGHT?
When I was wee little, I always sang. I had this gift of singing. When I was in first grade, there's 90 kids and only one kid got a solo, and I was the kid that got a solo. And there was just something about my gift of voice that the music teachers and people noticed at a young age, and but I never pursued it as a career until I went to college, and I was studying special education and exercise science like helping people with disabilities and having trouble with movements. I just realized that I was helping people in a way that I was learning how to do, and it was never a gift that was given to me like my voice. And so I decided to figure out how to start using my voice to help people instead.
And you got a great voice, and you have this song which is your latest single called "Love Ain't a Prize."
Yes.
And it is you can't buy this Southern girl's heart.
That's correct.
There's no way money will buy her heart, everybody, so don't even try.
Yeah, if you would try, you will fail because it's been tried before. But there's just something about life and who you are as a person, and it's just I respect myself and I respect other people, and I want that in return when it comes to love and when it comes to relationships, because at the end of the day, you can have a really beautiful ring that could cost you an arm and a leg, but if there's no meaning behind that ring, then you just got something that's pretty on your hand.
Right. There's got to be the whole life behind it.
So that's what the song's about, and
love.
And so I'm glad that you talked about it and that you're talking about it, because it's one that I take pride in, and hopefully other people do as well. And
I'm not only talking about it, I'm going to play it.
Oh, heck yeah, let's play that puppy.
It's a little puppy named Love Ain't a Prize. And, where'd you shoot the video?
It was in Los Angeles. It was my first video that I ever shot in Los Angeles. And this is the first record and song that I've been producing in Los Angeles. So it's a southern girl now thrown into this big, wonderful city of LA.
Wow.
And this is what you come up with. Love Ain't a Prize.
Donica, Santa Monica Freeway, 'cause sometimes makes a country girl blue. You're the reason God made Oklahoma. Oh, wait. Alabama. You're the reason God made Alabama. And I'm sure missing you. All right, I went all Shelley West on you there for a second.
I like it. Serenade me some more, Mike.
There's a blue moon over Kentucky and I can't remember the rest now.
Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining.
Wow.
Only one of Kentucky that I can remember. Shine on the one who's gone and left me blue. I said blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one who's gone and left me blue. Little Patsy Cline.
Woo!
Woo!
Wonderful. That was great. Now,
Thanks.
all right, so Love Ain't a Prize. Go see the video right now. She looks incredible in it. DONICA KNIGHT. And where can they find the song?
Yeah, it's on iTunes. It came on iTunes November 1st. And actually, it was the #1 new country release on the new country release chart on iTunes, which is pretty freaking incredible.
Yay!
Ding, 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 ding. But it's on iTunes, Amazon. It's also on my website, DONICAKNIGHT.com. And you spell my name kind of weird. It's DONICAKNIGHT. And if you want to watch the video, it's also on my website. Or you can go to YouTube and you'll find it on the Vivo or the Vivo channel. Just type in my name, DONICA KNIGHT, or Love Ain't a Prize, and it'll pop up.
It's like spelling Monica only with a D.
Bam! That's exactly what I say. I say it's Monica with a D or Danica with an O.
Let's listen to that song right now. Love Ain't a Prize on Mike's Daily Podcast.
My love ain't a prize. My love ain't a
DONICA KNIGHT, that's her latest big single. Woo! Now, we'll have a couple more chats with her. Mm-hmm. We're even going to have a Christmas song.
Ooh.
I know it's a little bit early, probably by the...
We're getting to that season,
Yeah,
huh?
we're getting close to Thanksgiving. So.
Yeah.
And then let's go outside of Cafe Anyway. We're bringing Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcaster Valley. We went through the door. We could have just gone through that hole
Yeah.
that all the characters ran out.
But then we would have been on the wrong side.
Oh.
And here's today's podcast picture.
But now we're on the right side, outside. And the podcast pictures of DONICA KNIGHT and her beautiful eyes. So I was Skyping with her.
Yes.
But she didn't have her camera on. So I didn't get to see her but she saw